Hi, this is Rosalyn Kahn, and today I'm really excited to have with me Miss Cynthia Flynn. She and I had worked together several years ago as she was going to be giving a speech for a Nawbo as one of the up-and-coming ladies who were the most inspirational at that time. Well, 5 years ago, let's pull that clock back and go back 5 years ago. And so tell me, as you won that award, what was going through your head as you won that award? What were you thinking about way back then?
Oh man, I really think that I owe it all to my team that is behind me. I hire people with years of experience who know what they're doing, and I think that's like the personnel and the staff that you work with have the most important impact on what you can do as a leader and what you can do in business. So I think I was just very grateful for them. A lot of them are still with me today.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, have you been giving any speeches since that time? I know you took a managerial role in Nawbo at the time. Have you done a lot of speeches since that time?
I have. My goal this year in 2020 was to give 100 speeches. I don't think I came too close to it, but I've definitely done somewhere probably 80 speeches this year. Of course, everything changed with COVID and everything went to Zoom, but yeah, definitely given a lot of speeches in the last 5 years.
Wow. Did anything from the training that we had worked at help you out on those 80 speeches that you were doing?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, you really helped me convey my story in a well thought out and easy to understand manner. And so that certainly helped.
Oh, that's fantastic. What was one of the bigger events that you did with those 80 speeches? That's really impressive.
I think my biggest one this year had almost 2,000 people on it, and it was about employment law. Since I practice employment law, I talk a lot about employment law and the changes that come out every few months. And so it was to a group of trusted advisors.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Did you get any feedback from the audience from that occasion?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think people love my stories. As an employment lawyer, I have some really good stories about what employers do and what their employees do sometimes.
Oh, wow. Is there any quick ones you could share with us or?
Yes, since we are celebrating New Year's and it's the holidays, a few years ago we had a client throw an all you can eat, all you can drink holiday party. And after the restaurant started winding down, the CEO invited everyone back to his house. He had a townhome in Santa Monica, and about half the staff came. So I think 24 people ended up showing up. And the COO of the business decided now would be a good time to try LSD for the first time. And so there was LSD, there was cocaine, there was marijuana, and the COO ended up calling this guy a bunch of names. He's a gay, younger gentleman, and things got very, very heated at this party. So the cops ended up being called, and as the cops showed up, he was stripped down naked on the floor. As the cops are trying to arrest him, he bit one of them in the ankle. So he ended up in jail that weekend. And Monday morning, HR is calling us. We weren't invited to this holiday party, but we need your help. So it ended up being the most expensive holiday party that the company had ever had, but we were able to avoid any lawsuits.
Wow. Wow, that must have been a bunch of work that you had to do to get that one out. I could just hear when you said all that you could drink and then going back to the house, my mind was already going, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. And
Yeah.
wow. So I guess there won't be any of those with the pandemic going on or anything like that. Would you
Right.
agree?
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Hopefully none of
Haven't
those.
gotten any calls yet.
Well, the night is still young. The night is still young. Wow.
Yep.
So how did you come up with this goal of giving 80 speeches? Was it just something that you wrote down in your goals for the year, or someone put you up to it? Or are you working for a particular certification or?
No certification or anything. I think one of my colleagues had just inspired me. He was doing about 100 speeches a year, and I made that my goal for 2020. Things changed a little bit with the pandemic, but I still got about 80% of the way there. So
80% is still pretty incredible. What would you say is the biggest achievement besides those 80 speeches that in the last 5 years that you're really proud of, that you never could have foreseen prior to getting that award? What would you say was kind of a surprise to you?
I got named as a Pasadena Top Attorney for the last 3 years. And that's been a huge achievement for me and my firm in the category of litigation and business law and employment law, which is exactly what we practice. So I think that was a pretty big achievement.
Wow, that must have brought a lot of business to you, being named the top one for 3 years in a row.
Yeah, it's been great.
Oh, that's fantastic. And have you been able to grow your business in that time?
I have. I just hired another attorney who started with me in November, and I'm hiring 2 more people, some support staff, one that is starting in January and another one in February. So it's been great. We've continued to stay busy during all of this.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is awesome. And has there been any challenges that you face with the pandemic or anything like that that's caused any strange things to happen in your business? Or
The hardest thing is watching clients go out of business. We represent a lot of restaurants. We represent, various different industries, but restaurants and retail have certainly been hit the hardest. And, helping them with layoffs and furloughs and talking them through PPP plans and what to expect. It's been hard this year for a lot of our clients.
no, it's been really hard. I was recently talking to a friend on Facebook, and she was talking about her husband with the PPP was able to really take care of his 5 employees and what he had done to just keep them on the payroll and all the things that he had to buy to do that. And it was just such a beautiful story, because it's almost brings me to tears of what's going on and happening to so many different businesses in today's world and today's times and things like that. And so when you go ahead and you look forward to the future, what do you see in the next few years that you're hoping for, that you've set your eyes on, of after we get out of this mess? What are you looking towards in the future?
I just want to continue to grow the firm, bring on people who are enthusiastic, who are passionate about the law, and who want to help business owners. My goal this year and every year is to hire another attorney to add to my team. So.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I'm taking some law classes at the college. I'm taking a paralegal class. So who knows, maybe I'll be there one of these days out there and helping you out. Well, wow, that just sounds absolutely amazing. Well, let's see. Since the time that you've talked to me, I've got this book behind me. It's called A Message for Tomorrow's Leaders. That's come out. I have this channel. It's on my name, Rosalyn Kahn, on Instagram. And I've got another book that's coming out. It's called Flowers, Food, and My Furry Friends, and just received some awards as kindness from the San Fernando Valley Global Society of Female Executives. I got an award from the Los Angeles Business Journal. And in addition to that, I got my DTM in Toastmasters. So I've just been rocking this world and making it a so much better place. And I'm so grateful that we had the opportunity to get together, that you and I could talk, and, congratulations. And I look forward to, the next 15 years, you'll be up there for, the 25th year after you got the first one, you'll be getting the next award. What do you say? That sounds
there
fun?
You go. I like that. And congratulations awesome. To you and your books and all that you're doing and all the awards that you've been getting.
Well, it's just really fun. I mean, a lot of people think the pandemic is a time that's really sad, but if you put your mind to it, you can bring a lot of happiness to the world in the small little things that we do. So I want to thank you for going ahead and coming on, for all that you do in the world, for all your awards and recognition. And I wish you the best. And I know that we'll always continue to be in contact. So thank you so much, and gratitude beyond words. Look forward to it. Thank you.